Hey everybody. I hope you all are doing okay with your lessons. I'm checking in with you, but most importantly, I want to focus on performance task number 3. So, you've had 2 performance tasks already in the past, and performance tasks are just a way to take what you've been learning in your lessons and be a little bit creative with it. And excuse me. So for this performance task, we're going to take all 4 elements that we've done, dynamics, rhythm, tempo, and pitch. Sorry, they're a little out of order the way I gave them to you. We're going to take those and now apply them in how we listen to music. You've done a little bit of this so far in your listening list. As you're making your list, you're starting to listen a little closer to how loud or how soft music is with, its dynamics, and how high or how low an instrument or a voice sounds. Of course, that's pitch. You've begun to listen to how fast or how slow music is, and that's tempo. And hopefully you've begun to listen really closely to the rhythm to see if you can hear quarter notes, eighth notes, 16th notes, half notes, and whole notes. If you're not able to do that well yet, don't worry about it. As long as you are just familiar with those terms and with what they mean and with how they can fit into music. All right, so performance task number 3, lesson 27. Here are the instructions, and there's a lot here. That's why I wanted to read through this with you and make sure everything's clear. It says, if you're reading this, you've made it to your 3rd performance task. Congratulations. With this task, you'll get to really show off how well you understand rhythm, pitch, dynamics, and tempo. Below is a famous piece of music called Rhapsody in Blue by a composer named George Gershwin. Really famous composer. As you're listening to the music, you'll also be watching the cartoon that goes along with it. Now, of course, the music was created before the cartoon, but it's really well done how the music and the animation have just become one. Okay? It says you'll especially be looking for how the action you see reflects the music you hear. That's the key. The video will pause at certain spots. Whenever it pauses, you'll type 2 things into the answer box. So maybe some of you have experience with Edpuzzle. I know a few of the other teachers use it, and it's just a way for you to watch a video, and along the way you can talk about some things, you can answer some questions. So that's what this is. It's an Edpuzzle video. So along the way, the video will stop a few times and you'll put 2 things into the answer box. Number 1, the visual action. What's going on in the story? It doesn't have to be a long paragraph. You can just say, well, I actually put an example here. You can say something like, in this scene, the dog chases a ball but gets distracted by the car speeding along the street. He stops and stares. That should be stares, while wagging his tail, then starts running again. All right, so whatever happens, you just tell what happens, kind of give a summary of what happens in that scene. And then 2, you're going to give the musical action. So in other words, how do the rhythm, pitch, dynamics, or tempo go along with the story? So in all these scenes, you're telling me what you see and how it goes with what you hear, okay, and how those 2 things kind of go together. For example, you'd say something like, when the dog runs, the tempo is allegro, showing how fast he's going. When the dog stops, there's a ritardando, and the music goes from forte to piano. When the dog starts running again, the half notes turn into 16th notes, and the pitch of the instruments becomes higher. Now, you don't have to comment on every single thing that you hear. Just give me 1, maybe 2 things for each one, and then you can keep going with the video. Okay, this performance task is worth 50 points. That's a good amount of points, so just do your best on it. And this is really important. I know we're coming up on 5 minutes here. It's so important that you do all your lessons before you get to this performance task, because all your lessons ahead of this will set you up well to do this the right way. Okay, to access the video, it says use your school email login info. You all know what that is. If you've used Edpuzzle before, I don't think you'll have to put in your login info, and you'll complete everything right here in Blackboard, and then hit submit. Okay, that's how you do it. Let me know if you have any questions, you guys. Good luck with this. Get all your lessons done before you do this, and you should be all set for the midterm next week. Good luck.